Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Megajon, and today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the Stealth Training Arenas program. In this ongoing series of videos, I'm going to be going over strategies for overcoming obstacles in both the main missions and their accompanying alternative versions. After that, I'm going to go over Easter eggs and background for why things are the way they are. And today, I'm going to be primarily focusing on Mission 1. This video may ruin the challenges presented in the game, so spoilers ahead, of course. So without further ado, let's get into it. So not gonna lie, this video probably won't be very long since Mission 1 is short by design. It is, after all, an introduction to STAP's core principle of using little to nothing to accomplish anything, and more often than not, there may be more than one way to accomplish your goal. M3G4 just told us that we need to meet with an insider with legs colored darker than the others, but first we need to escape this corner we started. The most obvious way to do that would be to climb the support beam up to the top and hop over to the other side. Alternatively, you can even climb these boxes to get up and over. After that, it's essentially a straight shot to the undercover agent. You can reach him by either climbing over the engine on the ground, or by walking around to the other side. By talking to him, he'll provide you with the code to escape, 1204. But if you know the code already, you can forego meeting him entirely and head straight to the goal. Since the fence door is blocked off by a sentinel, the only way to get there is to do some light platforming. By jumping up to the top of these shipping containers, we can run and jump over the fence since it's high enough. Not a tough jump to make, but this will test your timing since jumping too early means you obviously will come up short and have to try again. Overshooting means you might run directly into the sentinel's line of sight. If you come up short, holding down the jump button might help you catch the ledge, but that isn't always a guarantee. Once you make it over, it's more of a matter of entering the code into the keypad, pressing enter on it, and going through. And just like that, you have Stealth Mission 1 complete. Alt Mission 1 is sort of the same in terms of its overall concept. A bite-sized mission that involves locating a person of interest. It is, however, a little more involved in terms of intuitively solving problems. Here, M3G4 tells us we need to swipe a key card from a left-handed soldier to gain entry into a locked room to assess the enemy's arsenal. Though you may be wondering how anyone would be able to discern who amongst the enemy ranks is left-handed. It's simple. Just look at which hand they hold their guns with. You could just go behind every soldier and furiously click on their backsides to see if you can get something out of them, but that wouldn't be very practical, would it? Instead, you can probably check everyone in your immediate surroundings. This gated area, for instance. You can proceed by waiting for the patroller to turn so you can exit through the doorway, or platform on the boxes to hop the fence again. After that, you can try to get a vantage point high in the warehouse and see if you can spot anyone holding a gun in their left hand. Once you confirm a visual on the target, make your way there. There's a line of guards surrounding that corner of the warehouse, but it's relatively simple enough to get through. The far wall opposite to the garage door has a guard facing away from the nearest wall. There's also a small gap between two containers, as well as simply jumping from the truck onto the pipe, the top of the container, and down to the floor. I'm sure there are other ways in there, but it's honestly way more hassle than it's worth. To get the key card, you can either stay on the inside or outside of their patrol pattern and wait for an opening to take the guard's card. Personally, I like to stay in the middle. It's probably the safest way to getting close enough to snatch the key from him. And when there's an opening, you can return the same way you came, provided you didn't hop the fence earlier. Patrollers are always enemies that test patience. Eventually, they'll look in another direction, which should give you an opening to advance. And when you make it back to the door and get inside, the mission is complete, just like before. In this section, I'm going to go over Easter eggs and differences between maps. For these primary missions, I'm also going to compare against the free roam versions of the arenas since they aren't direct copies of any one map. Missions 1 through 3 are special, however, due to them being remakes of the original maps from 2014. I'd like to think I improved skill-wise from then to now. That, in addition to the advancement in Roblox's technology, allowed me to better realize my original vision and have them more in line with the other missions in terms of aesthetics. These maps being remade also meant I put different or higher quality assets in this time, which, in turn, opened up more possibilities for how a player can complete their objectives. Every variation of the missions, including the free roam versions, have things about them that make them distinct from one another, be it time of day, weather, or just the layout and arrangements of the map and its props. This goes even as far as the out-of-bounds area, which players can catch a glimpse of through the windows. Though time of day is readily apparent in every version of this arena, Some of the boats, vehicles, and other miscellaneous things will be in different locations, but since it's raining in Alternative Mission 1, you'll see the environment reflect the bad weather. Waves are higher, boats rock more, things are wet, visibility is worse, so on and so forth. But in the distance of Stealth Mission 1, you can see a distant truck light up the door to this warehouse that has a graffiti letter N painted on it, the significance of which will come up later. And while the framework of the building is consistent in every iteration of Mission 1, the layout of the props has changed in Alt Mission 1 to accommodate the new mission objective and to keep things fresh for players. Another notable difference is the license plate on the red truck being different in Alt Mission 1, whereas Stealth and Free Roam Mission 1 are the same. I'm sure you don't need me to explain what these license plate numbers mean. As for the code you used to escape in Stealth Mission 1, 1204 is a reference to my sister's birthday, December 4th. Jade, if you're watching this, love you, girl. In Alt Mission 1, you can see a QR code on the card belonging to the left-handed patroller. While it is possible to see the whole thing by manipulating the camera a certain way in-game, here it is on screen for anyone who wants a clear view. Pause the video if you want to scan it with your phone or something. It's those personal touches that make a game come to life for me. This last Easter egg isn't necessarily a part of any version of Mission 1, but it's something you can see in the lobby area before entering Stealth Mission 1. Clicking on the scaled-down version of the red truck honks the horn. And that about does it for Mission 1. I hope this guide was helpful or insightful in any way. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content. You can check the game out for yourself by using the link in the description below. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all next time. All hail the F.